Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to watch or listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting next to me is my co-host,
Chris Weir. What's up, Nasty Nation? Welcome back down to the Fart Dunge. Good to have you back down here. Yeah, happy Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you had some time off, spent with friends and loved ones. It was a great weekend for us.
Yes, Jake got drafted. He's at the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
He had to go. It's tough for him to go, but they need him to snorkel down and see if there's bombs.
He's a one-man blockade right now.
He's like, I got it, guys.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna move these ships. No, he got ill right before we re-recorded. He was like, I'm not good. And he was sweating, and we were like, you gotta go.
Yeah, probably some food poison. It could be the poison that I gave him. Put a few laxatives into his soda water. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, you did pee in that water and throw it through your bubbler.
Yes, I did.
And then it made it carbonated piss, and you gave it to him, and he reacted as he should.
It was great. My soda stream gets so much use.
Yeah, soda stream to piss stream. Yeah, who needs that Mountain Dew flavor when you can make it yourself?
Exactly. Homemade Mountain Dew.
Did you see you can actually get Pepsi flavors for those?
Yeah, I do actually have a soda streamer. I don't utilize it as much, but I don't typically throw flavors in mine. Like every once in a while, if I got some limes, I'll throw them in there. Just like afterwards, just squirt some lime on there. But I'm just going regular style.
Whoa!
I'm just not a big fan of all the flavors that much.
Okay.
As I'm drinking my lime soda water down here, because some of them are just so intense. I feel, and it's just I don't want to add a lot of times sugar to a drink that I don't want to have sugar in.
Sure, I totally understand that. And also, there is the thing of there's nothing like drinking a LaCroix from a can.
It tastes so good.
It's so much. It's a placebo thing. And I'm like, yeah, I like drinking out of a peach and pink can. I know I can make it at home for cheaper and hit a button, but it's like out of the glass, it loses its luster.
I know. It's delightful in an aluminum can. It, for some reason, gets colder, and it bubbles my heart more.
Speaking of LaCroix, have I ever told you my $1 billion sweatpants idea?
No, lay it on me.
Okay, they are... this brand.
Okay.
Right? This brand, and it's all the different color cans, and they're all over print sweatpants.
Ooh.
They're called LaCroix.
Oh, get out of town.
Come on.
Walk all the way to the bank with that idea.
Hell, I'm running to the bank. Excuse me, I need a loan. I'm making sparkling water sweatpants.
And we can hear you with the corduroys. No, that sounds great, man.
It's thanks, dude. I'm full of cool ideas.
And a few other things, but hey, man, if I did see a LaCroix all over print pants, I'd probably buy them for you.
Right? You'd be like, well, someone beat you to it.
Yeah.
They probably heard that idea I had 8 years ago. I just haven't done it. It's just another thing I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
Another project.
Get some Pepsi pants.
Oh,
Could do that. Just looks like a bunch of 2 liters, for legs.
You know what? I just need a Mountain Dew it.
Yeah, Mountain Dew it. And you can have a Mountain Dew sweatpants as a place for your catheter. There's something for your pee.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just goes nicely with your Cookie Monster pajama pants. It's a good combo. You have your around the house and walking around the neighborhood Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Your formal wear.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you really want to have performance mixed with comfort, your Mountain Dew sweatpants.
Athleisure wear.
So this show is brought to you by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the flavor of Cincinnati. Cincy Light is a crisp, refreshing lager brewed in partnership with Cincy Reigns, benefiting student athletes. You can find it in 12 packs, 24 packs, on draft, and in the tall cans for Cincinnati daddies. Also, for summer, you've got Cincy Lime, delightful, but now you have Cincy Light, watermelon, and sea salt. It is delightful. It tastes like you're at the pool.
Yeah, and I did take a 12-pack over to the Future Science boys, and they loved it.
Rave reviews?
Yeah, they really dug it. It is great. It does make you want to sit out by a pool and just drink and play wiffle ball all day.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Normally, when I think of watermelon sea salt, I think of a big yellow plastic bat.
Yeah,
Sure.
I do too.
Okay.
Dizzy bat, we can do it.
Oh, boy, howdy. One time, I played Dizzy Bat with just Johnny Jump Ups. Do you remember those?
What are Johnny Jump Ups?
This is what Meat used to drink all the time, which was he would go to McLeavy's and he would get the giant mug, full of apple hard cider, and then 2 shots of Jameson.
That's right.
Wild.
How'd you hit?
Whoo! Dangers.
My ABC was over my OBC or OBP.
OBP was over my ABC. That's great, dude. It was I barfed. I definitely barfed. I was the dizziest.
Yeah, well, you won.
And I did it once, and then I was like, I'm probably never going to do that again. And I think it ruined that drink for me.
Mm-hmm. And a wiffle ball bat.
No, I love drinking out of bats. You know me.
Yeah, we got a handful of them here.
You got a bunch. And then the broken one from Johnny Onomatopoeia.
Oh, I love that one.
That one's great. But yeah, Future Science, you had it. Tell the folks who weren't there.
It was so much fun. Thanks for everyone that came out. We ended up selling out the show, and it was just a blast one for everyone that was on it. Thank you for doing it. We had some Cincy Comics participate, Billy included. You just crushed your role. Super funny. You played this AI human, which was super, super funny, and he had some roles too, actually, in the stands. But it was great. Thanks to everyone that came out. Thanks, Commonwealth. You guys rock. Thanks to everyone that donated money. Thanks to the psychopath that bought those dirty paintings at the end that we auctioned off. Yeah. I couldn't believe we made money on that.
That guy, that's the guy who owns Begglery.
Yeah, I think that's what Logan was saying.
Yeah, well, if you're working with yeast in the morning all day like that, you got to be a freak for feet.
Yeah, you have to be, buddy.
You got to.
And he got a foot painting.
He got a foot painting. And through the line you had where it's like, was the cuck chair there the whole time, or did he bring it? Like, that got me so fucking good.
We'll want to post some stuff eventually for some of the videos and things that we did. But if you weren't there, you missed it. It was super fun. We'll do it again eventually here in probably a few months. But thanks again, everyone that came out. Thanks to Commonwealth. You guys rule.
It was great. Dude, did you hear after your pants sketch, did you hear the laughs in there?
Not really.
Dude, brother, it was rolling, and then it rolled so hard that Andy was getting ready to do the next sketch, and he hit the cards, and the lady sitting next to me said what was it,
GPOP1?
GPOP1? She went, ha, GPOP1, and then the crowd started laughing again, and it kept rolling. Dude, you crushed.
Oh, I missed that. But that was it was Giant Pair of Pants one. It was our take on GLP-1s. We'll post that eventually, too, here after we get a little bit of time to figure all that stuff out.
It was so good.
That was fun. I got to go on the streetcar carrying a giant pair of pants. It's so funny now because, like, when we first started, like, shooting stuff for Future Science, and this was, like, over 10, 12 years ago now, people used to get excited seeing people filming and cameras. Like, what are you doing? This is great. Do you need help?
Yeah.
If you are recording anything on the street now, people could not give a fuck. They're like, what is this fucking Yahoo doing over here? Or his podcast or his social media. People ignore you, which is also, it kind of helps.
It really helps because then it's not like, I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me in.
Like, no one's looking at the camera. Everyone's ignoring you, which actually worked really well for like the on-the-scene stuff I was shooting. Just being a complete jackass in public. So,
perfect.
Yeah, it felt really good running down the street waving pants. It's great. And people move out of the way for you.
Oh, yeah. When you have pants that big, that's a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. What is that? He's going to parachute around my neck and choke me? Hit me with his inseams?
Where'd you find the pants?
We ordered it off a website.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there was a couple websites for extremely large pairs of pants. And fortunately, we found one that we're going to gift to Andy later.
Of course.
Yeah. But no, that was it took a while to get those pair of pants.
That's so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, when I know that I had a show, but then you ran into Jake and Alicia, and then Jake was like, "Oh, what are you doing with a pair of Bill's pants?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You fucker."
He burnt you.
He burned me. Well, guess what? Karma's a bitch because he's now homesick, bitch.
Yeah, dude. Shit in his pants. That's what he's doing.
Well, we had some late night Cholitos. We went to last night, dude. So this weekend, Saturday was awesome. Well, like, okay. It was awesome, but the Reds game, we did that together.
Yes, we did.
We went to the Reds game, and then they did not. We'll get into it, but they couldn't, every facet of the game, they just fell apart.
We almost had just as many hits as what the Reds had that first game Saturday.
If it wasn't for Nathaniel Lowe, it would have looked, that box score would have looked a little worse.
Yeah, abysmal.
But we had fun, and then went to Taste of Cincinnati, had a Japanese coney.
Explain.
Dude.
Explain now.
I forget the name of the food truck, but it fucked. It was like an everything bun, so like everything bagel seasoning, and then a little hot dog, and then it was Japanese curry sauce, so it looked like mushy peas.
Yeah.
But it had a nice bite to it. It was flavorful, and then pickled red onions
Okay.
on top.
Love it. That sounds great.
It was incredible.
I'm sure visually it looked pretty cool too.
It looked like baby food.
Yeah.
It was when you have that sauce approaching your mouth, you're like, what have I done in my life to get to this? And then you taste, you're like, no, I made good choices.
Yeah, I'm in the right spot. I'm where I should be. I'm in my lane. I am thriving.
Yeah, I'm crushing it right. I'm crushing this coney.
Yeah, you are. Was it spicy?
And a little kick. It wasn't like a fake peppery spicy. It was like a good curry spice.
Okay, yeah.
So it had your wild flavors, your Eastern flavors, which are
Right on. That sounds great. I got to put that on my to eat list.
You did, yeah. It's this place in Hamilton. I was like, we got to go up there. And
Yeah.
then there was a Mexican street corn gyoza. But then my Jewish side came out, and I was like, oh, Mexican street corn gyoza. Gyoza. And they were like, no, Billy, no.
It's not goisy. I got to put my shekels away.
I gotta go. No, I got these from APAC. But it was like it was delicious, and I was like, man, this food truck slaps. I need to go, and we need to actually. I was like, I'll go to Hamilton to eat this.
That sounds good. You know what? I haven't had sushi in a little while too. I mean, kind of like a side thing, but I needed to go on out and make sure to get some sushi into me because it's been a minute.
Oh man, I've been seeing so many things on my Instagram they call it lazy wife sushi, which I'm like, that's kind of that's a little touchy.
Yeah.
And then you see a trad wife making it, you're like, got it. That's why they're calling it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But they take an ice cube tray, they put salmon, and then avocado, and then you take the rice and you ball it up and you put it in each ice cube container.
Nice.
And then you've got your rice paper on the bottom, cut for each thing. You flip it, that's done. That's the real sushi. Put your mayo on top.
Do they have a crushed variety, like crushed ice?
Oh yeah,
You just put it together and start mashing it,
I love a good chunky salmon ball.
and you drink it out of the Frisch's cup.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, Jake was wearing that shirt. Then he decided to die.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He came out extra sweaty.
Yeah. Man, there were just chunks of tartar coming out of those pores.
Yeah, we had to turn on some music too because I mean, no, it's a very intimate situation when you're throwing up, and the bathroom's right there, so I had to put on some Krungbin to hopefully help ease it out for him.
Just a crunchy bass line.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
funky, and then it's just you just hear. Whoop.
Yeah. This is the third. Well, we wish you the best, Jake.
Krungbin, puke in that bin.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
That's all right.
It's fine. The big thing that we did at the ballpark, you had one of the new dishes.
Yes.
What did you think? And to tell the people what it was.
It was the Montgomeryan nachos, and that has the Saratoga chips as the base for the nachos. And then I had, it was the brisket, which you get your choice of chicken, pulled pork brisket, I believe, is what they had options for.
They did?
I did. There were options you could choose from.
Yeah.
I went brisket.
Because you're a man.
It was amazing, and they also had on their queso, peppers, onions, and then I just loaded up the barbecue sauce on top. And I got to tell you, it was beyond what I was expecting. It was really sincerely good, and also the ratios this year are so on point.
Yeah.
There was not when you're left over at the very end, there wasn't too many Saratoga chips or too few of the actual ingredients. It was just a perfect finale at the end.
Dude, they're in mid-season form.
They really are. And they weren't skimping on it either. That's one thing I hate, too, about when you go to a ballpark or any place and the people that are giving you the food acting like you're taking from their family or something. It's like, well, I guess my kids were going to eat chicken tonight, but no, But no, they loaded it up. It was great. And that was definitely a home run for Montgomery Inn.
Hey, a home run.
I don't get it.
That's
Yeah.
I've had them too, and they are delightful, man. Those Saratoga chips from Montgomery Inn always slap. And say what you will about Montgomery Inn being boomer food, which it is for sure. You go to the restaurants, and it's an older demographic, and the barbecue in the city has shifted, especially with the rise of Eli's, with it becoming more casual as it's supposed to be. Whereas Montgomery Inn, it's why are you making me wear a polo or a button-up shirt to eat ribs?
Yeah, we're eating barbecue. We should be getting all over ourselves here.
Yeah, this is a t-shirt outside. Cold Cincy Light situation, not prim and proper. But I think that they've adapted, especially at the ballpark. to offering one brisket, which like I don't remember that being offered. Like when you go to Montgomery Inn.
No, I mean you wouldn't think about getting brisket.
I would never. But then like going away and stepping in and leaning into that type of barbecue at the ballpark. Yeah, and like it's a big plate, hefty load, and for $14.99, that's a meal.
Yeah, especially for like what ballparks can charge for some things. It did feel like a meal. It wasn't like, oh, a little snack. Because sometimes, a little screw with like almost like the side sort of dish situation for nachos. But this was like a bigger size one, and it was like piled up.
Yeah.
There was layers to it.
And it was nice. Here's my thing. I love a nacho helmet. I think it's fun. But something like that where every chip is loaded and it's like perfectly distributed, I kind of want to go in from the sides. And with a nacho helmet, you got to go from over the top. And sometimes that's just too much.
It really is. This like you're just picking and choosing like which way you're going to enter into to eat the food, and it was fun. And also like a fork really did help to really mix everything together well. And yeah, definitely try that the next time you're at the ballpark.
Yeah, it's like a delicious edible game of Jenga.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign me up.
You're only going to be a winner.
Now, did you put the regular Montgomery in, or did you get the Chipotle Montgomery in?
I didn't see what was listed on there, but I think I got the Chipotle version. I'm not.
It's so good.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it was the Chipotle.
That's a good call.
Yeah, and also Billy, you tried something I hadn't seen before, and it looked really good.
I did something that some might call foul. I don't. So we're by this Montgomery Inn Smoke Shack, and I've got 2 cheese conies, and I look over and I see the 2 things of Montgomery and barbecue sauce.
The squirt bottles.
The little squib squabs, and you just go and you squirt them on. I put that Montgomery and barbecue sauce on a cheese coney. Boy, howdy. It was so good.
I saw your eyes light up when you bit into it. I saw angels fluttering. It was great because you started off with one because like that's obvious. You don't want to like load up just in case like, hey, maybe I got out over my skis a little bit here.
Yeah.
Not the right thing to do. You ate that and then immediately whop on the next one.
Yeah,
and it really did look good. And like as I'm watching, he's like, this makes sense.
It checks out, dude, because you've got the sweetness of the chili plus the heartiness of the chili, but the sweetness of the chili and then the sweetness of the barbecue sauce blending perfectly with the mustard and onions. It was a delight where I'm like, why aren't we doing this more? Why haven't these 2 collabed to do something heinous?
Ooh, yeah.
If you could do like, what if they did like how you can get Cincinnati chili seasoning, like packets, and you can get the Cincinnati chili seasoning from, that one spice place that's at Findlay Market, and it's at Jungle Gyms and in Newport. I forget. It's the guy with the mustache. Anyway, you can get packets of Montgomery or of Cincy chili seasoning. Yeah. What if the Skyline did a dried powdered version of that, and they put that on the ribs at Montgomery Inn?
Dude, that'd be hip. I'm thinking like if you put like out like they have the hot sauce bottles out. If you put out a barbecue sauce one, people are gonna try it. People are gonna be curious enough to do that.
I would, I think that's a great move because they do, I got it on your table. It's like, why don't you give this a whirl?
Yeah, and they also got fries and stuff too. So why not?
Come on, dude, if you had like chili cheese fries with the barbecue sauce, I know it might sound demonic, but you're wrong until you try it. And then when you try it, you can make your own assumption, and you're like, I don't like this. Then you have your palate's wrong. You're not a super taster like me.
Yeah, we're changing hearts and minds and stomachs over here.
And cortisol levels.
Exactly, and sodium levels and all that.
All the good stuff. Yeah. We want you to enjoy the time you have here.
Yes, consult a doctor before doing any of the things we suggest. But if you do that, you're going to have a good time. Definitely get the nachos, the Montgomery Inn nachos.
Sure.
And I will try the barbecue sauce on top of a Skyline cheese coney.
Dude, we're doing it. It's going to happen. I feel like, too, like, you've seen, like, if you, like, La Rosa's does, like, the Montgomery Inn pulled pork rondos.
Yeah.
What if you just bun and then do some of the pulled pork on the bottom, hot dog, chili on top, and then some cheese, onion, mustard?
Dude, you can definitely throw some brisket and stuff on there underneath that dog because you don't have to because it's the tanginess of the barbecue I think is probably throwing people off.
Yeah.
So throwing more meat on top of meat, I don't think too many people are going to object to that.
No.
It's going to be covered in mustard and cheese anyways.
I got it. A panini, right? You press the bread, you get your bread, and then you put your pulled pork, your chili, your cheese, onions, some mustard, and then you just press it. You don't even need the hot dog. Just press it, melt it together. How fucking good does that sound?
That's amazing.
Come on.
Did we just come up with our own food truck?
We sure did.
Yeah, we're just ripping off already established fooderies.
Yeah, it's called Truck Around and Find Out.
Yeah, truck around, find out.
Yeah.
Cease and desist.
And then we make a Japanese curry coney.
We can make it happen.
Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm here. I ain't leaving.
I'm here. What was also crazy was in center field. So they're building under the smokestacks a cooling station.
Was that what it was?
It was the Champions door and window. It is going to be a cooling station where you go in and it's like air conditioned.
Oh, I thought it was a pickleball court. So they're doing, pickleball up here now?
Yeah, I was like, why is Champion Door and Windows sponsoring a milking station?
We did see someone just like chilling in there. It looked like there was just like an all seasons room with some guy just staring at you. Just walking around. It's like, should he be here? It feels like we're in his like outside his living room right now. We're getting a lot of judgment. Oh, that'd be amazing. Just put like a little TV in there.
Yeah.
And a radio. That'd be dope. Just chilling there.
Yeah, it's also long enough. You just get a pretty good sized hammock hanging up corner to corner. You're having a good time.
Yeah, man.
I don't like. Here's my thing. I looked at it. It looks like it's just taking up all the room.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna fit less people over there. You had the misters. I wonder if it's like a water budget situation where they're like, well, these misters, they cost so much, and we have to send this water to every AI data center anyway.
Yeah.
What if we just make it a cool room?
Let's just do that. Let the people just kind of die in here if it's going to be extremely muggy. Yep. No, but hopefully they can have... I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. It did seem very out of place when you're walking by. I was like, are we walking by this guy's living room right now? What are we doing?
Oh, my. Is this a tiny home?
Yeah. Is this a timeshare?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah. They don't have season tickets. You just buy and you can move around to different parts of the park. You know?
Yeah. Rent is getting really weird right now. It's like an HGTV situation for ballparks. Yeah.
There's the people standing in front. He just comes out, hey, don't make me call my HOA. Hey, I'll take you down. It's just odd, and because we have our seats, but I do enjoy standing there. And after going to going to PNC this year and having that standing area all out there, I mean, there's Comerica where there's that bar out there in the outfield. It's like GABP is truly missing a great standing area in the outfield.
It's really fun too. Like if you're just buying cheap tickets and just want to watch a game and drink, having that be an option will just allow more people to come to the ballpark that say don't want to invest a lot of money, or also maybe get a little antsy, just like walking around.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did Saturdays, is walk around trying to I want to hit this food up. I want to get this drink. I want to walk over here. Now it's because, you got your aura going on and you just want to be like, I'm not feeling this side right now. We got to switch it up. Reds aren't doing so. Let's go under the smokestacks.
Yeah.
So just having a spot where it's just a bunch of people kind of with the same mentality of wanting to stand there with a beer in their hand, watch the game, and just chit chat.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I feel like I need to take back what I said about not a great standing area at GABP, because there is the Budweiser deck up top in right field, but it seems like the first 2 rows of people standing there behind the suites that they have put there, you can't see anything aside from them.
No, and they do have a spot where I think the brass band is, and you can't stand on there. And it does, yeah, I know, because it was just taking up space.
Yeah,
and it's I want to stand on this, but I know this guy's waiting for me to stand on this, so he's going to tell me to get off of there.
Yeah, then don't have it there.
Yeah, I know it's tempting. Or yell at the kid that's on it. Yell at the kid. Yeah. And then they also have they have those tall tops, but the way they're orchestrated, it just creates spaces where you can't stand.
Correct.
I just think it could function better in a way where they got to move that brass thing into the river with the band, and then maybe figure out a better way. Because I do like some tall tops, but push them off to the back and just have it just be a rail.
Yeah.
That's what I think would probably be better to pack people up there, and the people that, you can still use the tall tops, just have it back a little bit.
Yeah, and also if it's past the top of this, if we are in the top of the 7th and those suites in the Budweiser party deck are not accounted for, let people sit there.
It looks better on TV to have those things packed as opposed to just having a bunch of people standing off behind the smokestacks and you see a bunch of empty seats. I am all for allowing people to move down or occupy seats after the 7th.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Dude, and that stage was just asking for it. Just for all of us to stand on it and start goose stepping. I mean, it was
playing trumpets.
Yeah, dude, just playing the fart trump. And it was just ready to roll. But
we had fun regardless
We had a
of the
great
outcome
time.
of the game.
We had a great time. There's nothing better than being at the ballpark on a spring day. There isn't, but it's just there's little things that they can do and that to increase the fan experience, to look around what the rest of the league is doing. I mean, shit, you go to Seattle, center field is the beer garden.
Yeah.
And that's where like the young professionals hang out and get like $5 tall Rubens IPAs on Tuesdays.
And is it so much to ask to have the beer selections be Cincinnati, as opposed to A&B Bev, Chicago, A&B Bev, like all these beers that like if someone's coming to Cincinnati and you want to tell them what to drink, I don't like having to be like, oh yeah, there's a Moorline thing, but you got to walk around over there, but you're surrounded by Budweiser, Bud Light,
Goose Island.
And I do like Goose Island and like some of these things, but like that's not what you're coming to a Cincinnati ballpark for. That's not what you want to lead with when people come, from out of town, from other places, and they go to the ballpark. They're all wanting to have local beer, local food, and when you don't have the options readily available, which is pretty strategic, it's a bit odd.
And you just see it's just like, oh, it's just 8 Braxtons. Who's Braxton? I came to drink Cincy Light. I came to have a truth. I came to have a psychopathy. Like in 2015, 2016, you would go, dude. Brewers Row was like Mad Tree, Rheingeist. I mean, Blank Slate. Like they had every baseball beer locally that was made.
Yeah.
You'd get your tap on there.
You get your Hustle, your Rounding Third. There were so many just different things. And like, oh, there's plenty of Christian Moorline here. And it's all great beer. So that's one of those things too. It's like, this is a beer town. Why are we hiding that?
Money.
Oh, yeah, money. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Braxton was like, just threw their hog on the table and was like, we're buying all the taps. We're making ballpark beer. And that's all you can get now.
Yeah.
And which really neuters the beauty of the Queen City, which is known for its rich brewing history. Mm-hmm. And I know we are sponsored by Cincy Light for sure. But you know what? There's so many other great breweries in this town. Like Urban Artifacts, global. And you can't get it at the ballpark. Yeah. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's really odd that some of the better breweries in the city just don't exist within the ballpark.
Yep. It's just silly.
But we'll keep complaining, and maybe something will change.
We sure hope so. Because I think when the people speak is when they... we've got some stuff working on this. Trust me. We have some stuff working on it.
We'll continue to be squeaky wheels.
We will. And we'll, thank God. Speaking of squeaky wheels, that's not a transition. That isn't at all. That was dog shit. I'll be honest with you. That was terrible.
Sorry.
It was my fault. I just fucked up. Let's talk about that first, and then we'll lean into we'll get into the Reds. Fucking tarps off. Look, okay, it was cute and fun when it started in St. Louis. It was a fun little thing with the kids and the rain delays, and they're a travel baseball team getting the Cards all motivated. They catch his win. Ollie Marl buys like the section. People get to go for free. The guys who started it get to go into the clubhouse, party with the team. It was a great MLB story to start. Then when those dipshits brought it to Cincinnati and they're just shirts off in the away section, letting them rip and roam and throw around like they're in the streets of St. Louis or sniffing gas at their trailer park by the arch, the only reason to go to St. Louis is because somebody decided they needed to build a half cock ring to say gateway to the West when it's really just a toll. Fuck off. It sucks. It's stupid. But then when they bring it to the ballpark, I don't know if you can tell, I'm pretty mad about it.
Yeah, man, it's obnoxious. I'm all for fans coming to a different ballpark and cheering on the team, but the way they're doing it with the swinging their shirts around, it's to antagonize fans. That's what it is. And yeah, it was a nice thing when it was a bunch of people during a rain delay and it's kids having fun. That's great. That's a cool story. It's at your ballpark, but seeing those big hairy-titted men like. I know so. I mean, they all just look like they just have weekend custody, and that's what they're doing. And they look like a bunch of drunks just like cheering on, go Cards! Just like yelling. They're yelling it at fans in the stadium. And that's one of my big bugaboos. I don't like when people go to other ballparks and try to get chants started. I don't like when they try to essentially cheer at our fans. It's like, dude, be a little respectful. I mean, why would you have that attitude anywhere you go?
Because they're the best fans in baseball. Don't you forget it.
I know God loves them.
God loves them. They're not racist at all.
Oh, definitely not.
There isn't a deep history of them heckling players of color in the outfield
when
they aren't performing.
No. But it's extremely obnoxious. You look like idiots, but it's also like they think that's becoming their identity. It's like they're trying to make fetch happen. No, I think it's disrespectful to go to other people's ballparks, try to start chants,
right?
Try to antagonize fans, and it sucks. And especially on top of that, when you're getting 2 hit, you really think about all the ways you can run over there and just start decking them in the face.
Oh, dude, we were standing at the Budweiser deck, and we just watched it expand, where it started with a couple people, and then it just kept growing and growing, and more shirts off, and it was literally an entire section on the third baseline. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to guess 75% of those people didn't buy tickets, and they walked down and the ushers didn't stop them.
Oh, yeah, because they were in the aisles and they weren't just really stopping them. And those fried ravioli fucks. It's so stupid. I dislike it very much, and it's just rude.
It spread like a viral disease. It was disgusting. And you could tell it was a disease because they were just scratching their necks, breaking out in rashes.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bunch of eczema over there, big, fat, deep belly buttons.
Oh, awful.
Trash.
Dude, fuck the Cardinals. When they were bad last year, it brought me so much joy. And whenever they're bad, which is very rare, it brings me joy. And now the Devil is just splitting custody between Milwaukee and St. Louis this year. And just seeing those buffoons just letting it rip like that. I hate saying this too, but it's kind of true. You're kind of putting your kids in danger if you're going to let them just take their shirts off and swing around. You don't know who's around. There's a lot of creeps out there.
Yeah, man. They're going to catch pneumonia. How about that? You ever think about pneumonia? Probably not.
No, well, they don't believe in going to the doctor. Come on.
No, man. Those fans do not know how to win or lose gracefully at all.
Ugh, from the Shartland. Come on. Get out of here. It was such a fun, cool little thing, and then it's not. But now the tarps off is expanding, and it's going like it was. I saw it was off in Tampa. Like now it's just grown to where it's like, yeah, we're just taking our shirts off and waving them.
It's just obnoxious. People have had their shirts off in stadiums forever. You're just drawing attention to yourself. You're not unique. You're not doing anything important. You're just annoying. That's what it is. You're annoying together. You're loud and annoying.
You're dumb together.
It's like the shirts off thing it's like the wave. It's like, stop it.
Oh,
this is for children. Like, you're behaving like a child right now. It just reminds me of like a big fraternity of morons. Like, it's cool because we're all doing it. Yeah. We're all doing it.
God, it just made me so goddamn mad.
Yeah, I was envisioning just taking like my Bud Light can and just tossing it well over from like the Budweiser stand and just clocking one of them in the dome.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. You know where Bud Light's made?
I do.
Okay, you got to stop drinking it.
I know, I need to, but the thing was, it was right there. There wasn't anything else.
Yeah, I know. And you're like, I just don't want another fucking Braxton.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where...
I know. You wanted a Cincy Light, you couldn't have it.
Yeah.
I know. It's painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely painful. Whatever. Fuck them. I'm just over the Cardinals. I've been over the Cardinals. And, just go back to St. Louis and keep inbreeding.
Mm-hmm. Pretty please.
Yeah, I have family in Missouri, and they're very nice, and they're very sweet, and I love them very much. So they're excluded, but just keep inbreeding and keep being dumbasses. Fucking Cardinals, pieces of shit. I hate the Cardinals. I hate them so much. I hate the Cardinals. They're the like I don't mind like the Pirates. There was the Clint Hurdle era where he was throwing inside, hitting people. I mean, Gino broke his hand because of Clint Hurdle calling to have his pitchers throw inside. I hated those Pirates. Now it's just like it's kind of fun that they're good. Like Jake has said, when the Pirates are good, the NL Central is good. The Pirates and Reds at the same time. It's a good battle.
Yeah, it is. And it also, it just makes for a better, experience when there isn't just a cakewalk through any one organization.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fun seeing that. I don't have ill will towards Pirates or Pirates fans for the most part, and there's, of course, anomalies all the time. But the Cardinals are such a condensed ball of garbage and they're so arrogant. Like I loved last year watching them all like that ballpark be empty and people leave in the fifth because it just feels so entitled to win constantly. It's just such an entitled fan base.
The worst. You know what the main export in St. Louis is?
Herpes?
Bullets.
Oh, of course
bang,
it
bang,
is.
bang, 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 bang.
Nice, you nailed it.
Thank you. On it. Fuck them. All right. We should talk about the Reds.
I guess so.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
we
do
did a
it.
really good job delaying getting into actual games this week.
Yeah, I know.
Well, here we go. We ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This week in the holiday weekend, the Cincinnati Reds went to Philadelphia, took 2 out of 3 from the Schwarberless Phillies. Then they, got an off day, which they so desperately needed. And then Friday, the rain gods said, we're visiting. And Jake got his wish. 2 days off in a row for these Redlegs. Then Saturday, doubleheader. They split. That first one, they couldn't have lost in a worse fashion. Every facet of the game, they were not great at. And then they tried to blow it in the second one. Looking at you, Tony Santillan. But the Reds prevailed and won in extras on Baseball Night in America on Fox. And then the rain came again on Sunday and said, not today. So August 17th, that game will be made up. And then the Reds hopped on a plane and went to New York on Memorial Day and beat the living crap out of the Mets. Nick Lodolo looked great. The offense was alive. And Tyler Stevenson hit a dinger in his Tito Speedo.
Yeah, he did, man. That was great. He had high socks on for the first time. So whatever works.
High socks, Tito Speedo. That's a winning combination.
It has to be.
My question for you is, why did the Reds go to Philadelphia, come home for the weekend, and then go back out on the road to Queens? What is this schedule?
Logistical nightmare, to be quite frank. Yeah, I think the person was high on crack that came out with this, because that really does suck too. Because that was also one of the concern I had. Is like, oh man, if they try to play this game Sunday and it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back, it's just going to be a difficult next day for them to recoup. To fly to New York and get ready for another game.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it was the flight schedule, and you're looking and the rain. The thing is, they could have played that game. It was a light drizz on Sunday. I was in the Diamond Club and I got some free brunch.
There you go.
And it was delightful. But then it was like, I really would like to watch baseball, eat hot dogs, but getting free brunch was great. But dude, they could have played. I just don't. And here's the thing, man. That's not a person making the schedule. It's a computer that automates and creates this schedule. I think the AI software they used for this year's schedule is not good.
No, and you can come in and correct it. AI is supposed to assist, not completely do the job.
Correct.
So someone could come in like, hey, this is a bit cockeyed. Let's just flip-flop this.
Yeah.
Just do something to make it a bit more hospitable to the players and the fans as well.
Yeah.
And I was surprised they didn't play the game Sunday. I kind of thought they would. I'm glad. I don't know. I mean, if I was in the Diamond Clubs with you, I'm sure I would have wanted to see that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it ended up working out. The boys got an additional day off. Were able to fly to New York and just kind of decompress for a little bit and then just spank the Mets.
Spank them, dude. But what doesn't make sense is that flight pattern. What you could have done is you could have had them fly to Philly, play the weekend with the Mets, and then come home and do the Memorial Day weekend spat during the week with the Cardinals. That just makes sense. And then it rolls in. You have the off day Thursday, and then the Braves come to town.
Yeah, it makes way too much sense to do it that way. It just seems a little bit bizarre to do a reroute a couple times.
Stupid.
Yeah, but I was glad to see that the Reds took 2 out of 3 from the Phils that were just white hot for a while. Granted, Schwarber wasn't in the lineup.
Yeah.
They did have him in the dugout, I think, for 1 or 2 of the games there. But I think he was dealing with a stomach bug or something. And then they built some confidence on top of that. Split the truncated series against the Cards. They'll be making up that game in August.
Yeah.
But and then look great for the Mets. So hopefully this is something to build on. I mean, Lodolo looking pretty good.
Let's roll right.
Let's do it.
Hey, guess what?
All
That's
right,
how you do it right there. We're gonna roll right into Nick Lodolo. He had 2 starts. He had against the Phillies 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 5 walks, 3 Ks. The start was bumpy. And then he kind of locked it in and then gave up that homer late to Alec Bohm. But, dude, what he did on Monday, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 earned run, gave up a homer to Marcus Semien, who has been ice cold. So I understand trying to groove that fastball low. It's like, yeah, you've been terrible. You're not going to get to it. And he got to it. Mm-hmm. But the big thing here is 7 Ks to 0 walks. How important is it that Nick Lodolo finally found his control and he's getting back on track to the Nick we know and love?
It's huge. And also, when you look at his K zone here, like the pitches are a lot more condensed. They are in a similar grouping spot, so he's able to tunnel off of pitches. If he's going to be throwing that curveball and then follow that with a changeup, you'll see hitters just be on their heels.
Yeah.
So that was really good, and I think, well, of course, him not walking people was huge, especially with how the pitching staff has been going lately. Just walks. But seeing the 7 Ks for him, I think, builds so much confidence because he is so used to striking dudes out, and he's had to adjust with having to kind of shelve his slider and rely on this bit more of an abbreviated curveball. Although it's breaking a lot more now, I think that is just going to just do so much good for him, especially for his next start.
Yeah, I mean, the way that his Sadak pointed out, he was just like, oh, this curveball's moving more east-west than it is like vertical, and that's the word, vertical. I already said it. I don't need to keep going, but it just the way that it dropped back foot and now it's moving east-west, that kind of pairs better with his changeup.
Yeah, I would say so, because like his slider was just such a huge, a slider. It covered a lot of ground, very hard to hit. But I think the curveball changeup combo is better for deception and getting hitters to be confused whether the ball is going to break left or break right.
Yeah.
And there was at least, he still, has some big break. There was one hitter, he swung at a pitch and ended up hitting him.
Yeah, Vientos.
So, that's something we're familiar with seeing. So I think that was so good. I think he's adjusting to kind of this new formula for him about how he's approaching his pitching. And it was really stoked to see not only how he looked on the mound, but these numbers.
Yeah, that changeup is so important for lefties and righties. And having that curveball move in on righties, but then just having that changeup also break. It's just then pairing it with a sinker that's 95. He just looked great, and it's good to see him back because that's the starting rotation depth that we desperately need after having people go down left and right, and just having Hunter Green miss the year or so far this year.
Yeah,
Sorry.
man. I'm definitely looking forward to this Nick Lodolo moving forward. And yeah, man, if you can just dial these pitches up, just hit the mitt and you'll be good.
Yeah. Then you follow that with Chase Burns against the Phillies. Dude, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, no walks, 9 Ks against a red-hot Philadelphia team, dude.
Yeah, dude, and going after him.
You want to hear some even wilder stats for Chase Burns?
Do it.
Dude, I feel like we are just constantly glazing, but then you look at these numbers, you're like, yeah, this is why. He's 11th in ERA in all of MLB with a 1.83 ERA. He's got a .95 whip, which puts him 16th. He is 28.2 strikeout percentage, puts him 23rd. And his average fastball velocity, 98.1 miles per hour, puts him 6th. Dude, called strike swinging percentage, 30.6%. He's 27th. All of this is upper level, upper echelon type numbers for the guy. He's acing. There's no way around it. Chase Burns is acing.
Video game numbers here, and also his confidence on the mound. You can see he's getting a strut on the mound. He just knows he belongs, and I think that is just such a big important part of his game now. Just knowing no, I belong here, and I'm leading the pack.
Yeah, and he's commanding. He's dotting on the edges with his fastball, and then just flipping the slider.
Yeah, dude, he's getting so much better with his command, which was essentially the main issue. Of course, it is with a lot of young pitchers, but him not walking people out against a extremely hot Phillies team, which would have been very easy for him to kind of nitpick around the edges there, and he didn't do that. He just went after him. And I'm excited to see what he does. I believe we'll get to it later, but he's got him on Tuesday. Yeah, he's got the next start against the Mets.
Damn, I really wish we could see him against the Braves because, that's one of the best lineups in baseball right now. And to see him go up against those dudes, it's just for him to get a taste of this is what elite bats look like, and to see if he could take them on. And I think he would. I think he would do great.
Absolutely. His first professional start wasn't against the Yankees, where he struck out 5 in a row, 3 of which were former MVPs.
Yeah, Bellinger, Judge. Who am I forgetting?
Bellinger, Judge, Giancarlos?
Yeah, Stanton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just we're glazing because the donut needs it.
Yeah, man, and there's plenty of meat left on the bone to glaze.
Hey, we're in the oven.
Yeah.
We're on the grill. We're glazing.
We're glazing, baby.
Come on. Andrew Abbott then in Philly, dude. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks. That 1 earned run is a really nice line. I mean, that's real nice. I mean, that he's on a heater. 4 starts in a row. 4 starts when he has 2 earned runs. I really stumbled through that.
Dude, reading sucks. It's so hard.
It's, oh my gosh.
Boo, reading. Reading not good.
Be dumb forever. Be dumb forever. But 4 starts, and he only has 2 earned runs and 1 engagement. Congratulations.
Hey, what it be, buddy? You got 1 ring.
Yeah.
Nice.
What has he found or changed? I mean, is it just a control thing now? Is he?
I think it was a mechanical thing. I think ever since DJ took him aside and kind of showed the thing that we had up here that someone was very gracious with of showing and demonstrating like what his body was doing and the different muscles that he was engaging. I mean, just to put it plainly, he wasn't going forward enough. And I think after that adjustment, I mean, it's just like he just completely took a different turn in the right direction because every start after that has been good, I'd say.
He's been straight on. And that's like, dude, like he's not overextending. He's not overworking those muscles.
Yes.
I mean, he's using 1 muscle group instead of 5.
Yeah, and also he's very much a deception pitcher, so I think that angle he was throwing at kind of gave hitters a bit more of an eyesight to kind of differentiate pitches.
Yeah, he was overthinking it, and he was overdoing hiding it when he was already great at it.
Yeah.
And when you look, I mean, he's living at the top of the zone, and against lefties, he's inside. Against righties, he's away. I mean, he's just looking fantastic and just pounding with the fastball, like 53 fastballs and then 22 sweepers, 15 changeup, 6 curveballs. But the fastball sweepers, the combo that worked, and then throw the changeup in to keep him honest and the curveball to be like, I have it. So it's a good mix, man. And he's just, when he's dotting, he's good. He's back to Andrew. And against, again, a good Phillies lineup.
Yeah, man. And just the same thing with Lodolo. Just another boost to them and their confidence to build off on for the next start. And I just think that Abbott has been making incremental changes that have just been really showing dividends here in, the box scores.
Yeah. Chris Paddock, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks. He started off well. And then there was that ground ball to Ellie. And there was a couple times where the Cardinals, he extended the inning. The defense extended the innings for him.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a defined out pitch, which could have got him out of a couple of jams. But it's not like it was a lack of him trying to find it. He threw 28 four-seamers, 21 changeups, 14 curveballs, 13 cutters, 5 sweepers, and 3 sinkers.
Yeah, man, just keeping him guessing, but he kind of started losing it there. I think it was around the 3rd, started losing control, then the 4th, it just kind of went off the rails a bit with the help of his defense. Granted, those balls that were hit, that one that was hit at Ellie.
Smoked.
It was smoked, but you like to imagine 9 times out of 10, Ellie's going to turn that into a double play. Nathaniel Lowe, I believe, had one go off his glove. Again, smoked.
Yeah.
But it was another thing that kind of extended the inning and probably like a little moral stab for Paddock there, like, oh, that could have been it. Oh, I could have got out there. And then, then his changeup was just night and day from the first inning, second inning to the 3rd and 4th. It was just, it just lost it.
And then you've got Chase Petty with 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 1 K. He only had 3 whiffs. I hope he can find what he had against the Cubs, but he's coming off of a blister issue, another blissue. I hope that's something of the past for him, and I hope that he can move on. But that wasn't a very strong showing. But again, 1 walk is great. The control is better, but he's just it wasn't in the cards for him that day. See what he did?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the camera real quick just to make sure.
Oh, you're fine, buddy. I agree with you. They ended up getting the win, and I think possibly the finger issue is probably what it was, or potentially could have been, because it just seemed like he just wasn't feeling it quite that much, or maybe he was being a little protective of not putting too much pressure on a certain part of his finger. That's what I'm assuming it might be.
Yeah.
But I could give a shit if they win. And also, too, obviously, the only one walk is incredible because that was his biggest issue.
This is bugaboo.
His bugaboos.
So he'll find it, I hope. I mean, I'm excited to see his next outing.
Yes.
They won, put it behind him. He's your 8 starter. And they broke the glass in case of emergency. So he pitched 5 innings. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's what we're going to see for a doubleheader.
Yeah. And then you move on to your bullpen, dude. Tony Santillan tried to give it away on Saturday. I don't think he's the dude to close it.
Not currently. I think DJ needs to have another similar come to Jesus moment with him. Sit down, go into the lab, figure out what is he doing wrong. A lot of it is mental, I believe, with him. I think he's taking on a lot of pressure that doesn't need to be there, but it's super easy for me to say that sitting behind this fucking bar. So I think a lot of it is that as opposed to mechanical. I think there is a bit mechanical issues, but mostly I think it's an in between the ears situation. And it's not for lack of him wanting to be a winner. No. I think he's taking it pretty hard. So hopefully maybe he's got to wear the Tito Speedo. I don't know. Maybe that shows up in his locker.
Who knows?
Eventually.
I mean, that was middle. I mean, that was middle 96. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's definitely an in between the ears thing because he looks so sharp and then had that extended off period combined with then him not being in high leverage situations.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not the guy because he was so good in the 8th. And then that could just be it, man. And I love Tony Santillan, but maybe he's just destined to be the setup. And that's fine.
It's quite all right.
We're figuring it out in this time period when you don't have your closer or when you're potentially thinking of who could be your closer. Brock Burke got tagged by the Phillies and gave up a run on Memorial Day, but the combination of Sam Maul and Ashcraft on Monday, boy, howdy, they looked good.
I'm really digging Sam Maul. He seems to be the guy that has ice in his veins, has some good stuff, and comes up there to be, puts out the fire currently. Yeah. He's being the guy that was the role essentially for Santillan, but now that's not kind of what's going on with Tony. So, yeah, having Sam Maul step up is huge.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's just consistency. Now, when you're leading by 6 runs, it's easier to do that. Mm-hmm. It seems like maybe a little bit of a pressure situation for Graham because we've seen him. I mean, he got tagged against the Phillies. So, but he's looked great since then. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be a very fluid situation. A lot of what happened with the bullpen, what happened with the bullpen is it's been off the bump. And we had a lot of transactions. Caleb Ferguson's back. He's activated from the 15-day IL. About time. Zach Maxwell, Big Sugar, my guy. I love that man. He got called back up. He's up here. Jose Franco got optioned to Louisville. And who else got optioned to Louisville is Connor Phillips. It's not a goodbye. It's we'll see you later because his walk issue is crazy.
Yeah, man, that needs to be dealt with and not up on the Reds team currently. But, Zach Maxwell, hopefully he can control some of his walk issues and just provide a bit more relief to his bullpen. And so awesome that Caleb Ferguson is finally back up here because hopefully that can be a consistent arm.
Yeah.
And provide a bit more. They just need someone to steady that ship. And I think that will calm people down a lot because it does feel like there is this anxiety that's going through the bullpen. With Pagan out, a lot of people are like, this is my opportunity to step up. Do I become the 7th guy? I'm the 8th guy? Am I closer now? How do I know how to pitch now?
Yeah.
That's what I think a lot of it is. That's what it seems like to me. So this is good news that Caleb Ferguson is back up. And so hopefully the other guys, Connor Phillips kind of figures it out. And Zach Maxwell, an opportunity to kind of be Big Shug.
Yeah. The thing with him is dude, just throw strikes. You have the gas. It's just throwing strikes.
And you're intimidating.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yeah, they're the type of guy that they should do like the foaming capsules in his mouth, or just rub fucking Vaseline like under his nose or something. Just make me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, we really got to rub his eyes.
Yeah, we got to
Make him real bloodshot. Make him look like just a very sick bulldog.
Yeah, we could do that. You could put lesions on his face or something. Like, is that contagious? Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah, we hold on, hold on, Zach, get over here. We got to get the pumice stone on you.
He's just digging holes in the back,
kicking him out with his back legs.
Yeah.
Well, there are his only legs. I'm just imagining him as a bulldog. It's very cute. But man, I just hope he throws strikes. And Caleb Ferguson's going to be a veteran that's going to help grab that wheel and help steer us. I think that you're going to see Graham get another shot at closing in close games. I think you're going to see maybe Sam get that shot and work Caleb in. And then maybe if those two don't succeed in that situation, especially Graham, because he has the stuff, it's just throwing strikes. If Graham can take it, it's his. But if not, then you're going to need someone who has experience and has been around a little bit. I think that could be Caleb Ferguson. Also, adding another lefty is huge.
That really does help.
It's so nice with Brock Burke, Sam Mull, Caleb Ferguson. You have 3 lefties out there. Yeah, man, it's just having those options, and if they're good, man, you're in a really nice spot.
Agreed.
Yeah,
man.
There we go. Hey, we know how this works. Then you look at the lineup on the week. I said it. I called it last time we recorded. I was like, hey, Nathaniel Lowe, he was on 2 for 4. He's heating back up. I feel like he's about to go on a run. And guess what, buddy?
He running.
Boy, howdy, he be running. He had 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. He had 2 walks to 4 strikeouts. 471 with a 1.00 slug with an OPS of 1.471 on the week. Did I say 6 RBIs? That's pretty big,
Yeah, you did, man. Yeah.
6 RBIs, 2 home runs in one freaking day.
Yeah, dude. He's seen the ball super well. He seems locked in. Keep that bat in the lineup. And my goodness, what an amazing pickup.
What a great move. We got Crawled. That's what it is. I mean, Crawled knows how to work off the heat, but like, you got to keep him in the lineup almost every day. He did cost the Reds an out on Monday with Ellie's incredible play at short and then zinging, and then it just hit Nathaniel's pocket, and it just like blooped right out.
Yeah, but he's mostly going to DH, but you do have to get him in on the field every once in a while at first to kind of, give some other guys an opportunity to DH. So,
To be fair, he has won a Gold Glove before.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he can do it at a high level. It just, on Monday, sometimes things happen.
Yes.
And so I'm not saying he's a defensive liability. I'm just saying, like, that just happens. But, dude, you got to keep him in there every day when he's getting hot like this.
Yeah, dude, it's super awesome to see, providing some additional power, and you can just move him around the lineup pretty good. I mean, he can be your 4 hole. You can throw him down to 6, 7, just depending on like who's on the mound.
Throw him down to where?
I was gonna say 6, 7.
Yeah,
I know.
We're adults.
Oh, that might segue into this next thing, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Hey, buddy, are you happy?
Oh man, it's feeling like good vibes.
Good vibes. Are you happy that Blake Dunn just snapped his 6-game hitting streak and that he is playing like he should be your everyday center fielder with his speed, and that TJ Friel is not playing as much anymore?
I'm stoked that the Reds have come to their senses and aren't just giving somebody that role just as, he's the de facto leadoff. He's our center fielder. Well, he's playing like ass in every facets of the game. So no. And then Blake Dunn, awesome for him, dude. He's such a ball player. It's great. Also, man, being that fast, it's fun. I love being as fast as Blake Dunn.
Dude, we both are, dude.
Yeah.
We have the fastest first 2 steps in the game. 1, 2, and then we're matching him.
Yeah, but having a guy like that, I mean, you've seen it before where speed really forces people to kind of speed up what they're trying to do and make errors, and that's what Blake Dunn does. He's faster than Ellie in sprint speed. What the F?
How the hell did you find? Where you get this guy?
I don't know, man.
It's pretty good. He should have had a homer in Philly.
Yeah.
That thing hit off the top of the wall and came back. The wind knocked it down. But then you're like, oh, man. he might score still. Like, look at those legs just zooming out. Look like goddamn Speedy Gonzalez out there.
Dude, he covers so much ground in the outfield, and he's been hitting the ball pretty well. I mean, he had the game-winning hit, fielder's choice in the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he has a good average so far. He's getting on base.
I think at this point, and I'm not setting it in stone just because, we've known that this outfield is a very fluid situation. It's just been someone come and grab it. Mm-hmm. I think that J.J. Bleday has reached up and grabbed it. Mm-hmm. Again, J.J. Bleday homered this week. He had 2 RBIs. I mean, the average isn't great, 200, 261, 400, and 661 OPS. Like, he wasn't going to be able to keep those numbers up, so there's a little bit of a dip. Mm-hmm. But I think you stick with J.J. Bleday most days. You stick with Blake Dunn most days. And you stick with Spencer Steer most days because he had 23 hits in his last 25 games.
Dude, he's looking so great. He's just being a solid, consistent player, Steer is. And yeah, I agree with you. J.J. Bleday being in, even when there's a lefty there, you can just flip-flop him and Dunn if you want somewhere in the lineup.
Yeah.
But some of these guys have earned the right to be the everyday players, and that's a few guys that started out this season in AAA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. You got to keep playing with the hot hands, and that is Bleday. That's Dunn. That's Lowe. Steer is just being the person that we knew he could be. It seems like that shoulder issue is hopefully behind him because he's just crushing the ball.
And then Tyler Stevenson pulled his pants up, let the socks show, the Tito Speedo, and hit a bomb on Monday.
Turned on one. Love seeing that.
This, I hope, is what's going to turn it around for him, man. Because someone needs I was talking with Tim Daniel of the Locked On Reds postcast, which, fuck you, Tim. Yeah, you want to come get some of this? Yeah, dude. Yeah. You're so goddamn nice and sweet and very supportive of a podcast with 19 people watching. You're great.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man, for interacting with us. But someone needs to remind Tyler Stevenson that it's a contract year. And this week, I mean, in the 3 games he played this week, 250, 455, 625. So basically he had 8 ABs, 2 hits, and hit a homer with 2 RBIs, which was pretty sweet. But like, he's got to turn it around. This is it. You've got the Tito's, all of these things. This is what propels him to get that bat back, baby.
Yeah, man. We know he can hit. We know he can catch, but it just seems to be like the offense has been lacking a lot this year.
Yep.
So hopefully this is something that really does give him, again, it's confidence a lot with his team. It's confidence with these players. Yeah. So it's great to see him show some power. And also he had a couple ABS calls that were nice, And
yeah, he's got that down.
Yeah. I love seeing him be our QB1, so hopefully he can produce offensively so he continues to be our QB1.
Yeah, and P.J. Higgins came back up because Trevino's on the IL, and in his 7 ABs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. I mean, sustainable. This is great from a guy that we hear about is his ABS skills.
Yeah, I mean, this is great for a backup catcher.
Thank God they just let him slap.
And I think that, what was it, the 5 through 8 hitters today all had hits?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's awesome. That was one of the biggest things, to start off the year where Ellie and Stewart were carrying the entire team seemingly offensively and just having issues with people not being able to hit in the bottom part of the order. But now people are contributing.
They are contributing. And Sal Stewart heated back up for a little bit, huh? 294, 455, 529 with a 984 OPS. He hit a homer in Philly. And you can tell that he's starting to see well because he has 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, like him turning it back around. And yeah, 5 through 8, having them start to hit, like lengthens the lineup. What also lengthens the lineup is that Eugenio Suarez is back.
Give me some.
Bang!
Yeah, good vibes, baby. So stoked. So stoked.
Good vibes only from Gino. I mean, how about it on the week? 333, 500 with an OPS of 1. I mean, he had a double. He brought up time having a small stroke.
He jumped a single, roped a double, and also seeing just him being out there literally just giving out good vibes. Doing his 6'7" dudes, being a leader. When he was coming home, telling I think low to slide this way, slide. That's something that you take for granted that you're going to have players that do that. But well, guess what? A lot of players don't do that stuff.
No.
And it seems really basic, but having a leader like Gino, having a veteran like him, just knowing how to play the game and get others to play the game that they should be playing, it just pays so many different dividends that you aren't going to see show up in the box scores.
Absolutely. Just having the vet who's been there and especially been in that dugout.
Yeah, man.
Oof. I just hope that the stick starts to fully heat up and we get to see Gino bombs again because of the oblique. We didn't get to see it. We've only seen one at home this year.
Yeah, I believe so.
Do we need to see more? I mean, and he smoked that thing. Right by the Kroger case.
Yeah, dude, just absolutely pummeled it. But yeah, I'm stoked to see him back in the lineup. I mean, going to give him a little bit more time to really get that big stroke back, but just awesome to have his bat back in there.
Now, someone just shot off fireworks.
Awesome.
Now, okay. This transitions nicely into the injuries. With Gino coming back, Brian Hayes was sent to the 15-day IL with a lumbar bulging disc. We knew going into this when the Reds traded for him that at spring training at the beginning of last year, he said, my back is going to be a problem for the rest of my career. It's going to be all about managing it. And he has not been good at the dish his career. Let's just say it how it is. As much as we tried to fluff it, it's been bad. And he was especially bad this week when he produced in one game against the Phillies 8 outs.
I think it was 7, but still 7 it's just bananas.
It's insane. Hitting into 2 double plays.
Missing a hit and run.
Hit and run. So there's 2, 4, 5, and then grounding out. Yeah, it's 6, right? It doesn't matter. It's a lot, and it was bad.
Yeah, it was too much. Far too much, especially when it was like momentum killers, when you got guys on and he's just giving them 2 outs right away.
I don't know if I expect to see him back anytime soon. I think he's going to be on the 60-day IL.
I do as well, because there's no room for him up here. You can't have a guy that's for sure not just out, but 2 outs when he comes up. You can't have the amount of times we have seen a Reds rally get killed by our own players, especially Key. And granted, seems like a great guy, great glove. You know, he just got accepted another Gold Glove on Saturday.
Yeah.
But all of that being said, you can't just give away so many outs and just have a spot devoted to a guy that's going to hurt you offensively
while he's hurting.
Yes.
And knowing like this year, he was like, man, I really leaned into doing yoga and doing Pilates to strengthen my core. And this is going to be a chronic back issue. And it's affecting him at the dish. It isn't affecting him in the field, which is insane. But at the dish, it's just bad. I mean, genuinely, with you saying that there isn't room, I don't anticipate him rushing to get back. And just do what you can to get it fixed. But, like, it's just such a bad contract. Yeah,
it is so bad. I mean, to think that the Nathaniel Lowe contract for this year is so much better and paying out so much more than the one that we invested in for Brian Hayes. It's just bananas, you know. Wish the best for this dude, but I think he's going to be on an extended IL stint, especially because if other players are up in the lineup producing, there's no reason to rush him back at all.
None.
What you looking at? Oh, just looking at what we owe him?
Well, I'm looking at it again. My God.
It's bad. I just don't understand how you can have a job after making that agreement.
But, yeah, 2026, this whole year was $7 million. 2027, $7 million. 2028, $8 million. 2029, $8 million. 2030, $12 million club option. But here's the kicker. A $6 million buyout.
No one's going to pick up his contract. We're just going to eat all of this.
Well, unless you can trick somebody like we got tricked.
No one's as dumb as us.
The Boston Red Sox are. Jake and I were talking about it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It was a late night Friday or Saturday night, and we were just like, he was like, you know who's pretty dumb that really needs a third baseman because Caleb Durbin isn't working out is the Boston Red Sox. And it's like, what if you could, and this is, you gotta be a little creative here. What if you trade Key Brian Hayes and then you have to throw in like a mega prospect, someone that the Red Sox can dream on, like a Travis Steele, and you get Aroldis Chapman and Jarren Duran.
That's insanity.
I know, and maybe you have to throw in Cam Collier.
That's how I was going to say. You're going to have to really sweeten the pot with that. But yeah, if you need to get creative. They need to be shopping some ideas around to clubhouses because we cannot afford this. If there's a way we can pay for a percentage of his contract and then trade him to a team and then try to bundle him with a few other, prospects.
I mean, but you're giving up on, that's what sucks is you're giving up on someone the Reds really like at Travis Steele, and you're giving up on someone like Cam Collier who could be the real deal.
Yeah, Cam Collier could,
to eat money.
Yeah.
Because of another bad move.
Yeah, it no matter how you look at it, slice it, it sucks. And you're going to have to take another risk on top of this risk that's already not paying out at all to try and figure out how to stop the bleeding here financially.
Yeah.
They need to get creative.
Yeah, and he might need to get somebody needs to look at his back and take a little scalpel to it. I don't know. It's bad, and it's only getting worse. But if you can put him on the 60-day and have him chill, you have Gino and Sal on Monday looked very good at third. They had a couple really nice plays, throwing thrown against his body across the diamond. Like he can play third. And the other thing that's interesting is in Louisville, the Bats have Edwin Arroyo playing some third base. Who knows, dude? So I think that your best move right now is to throw him on the IL for 60 days.
Absolutely. I think that is the move.
Come back in July.
We'll see you in July. Get your back issue worked out, and we are going to talk about trading you to a bunch of different teams, figure out what we can do, because this is just not working out.
He is in Arizona. Yeah, which is a little bit of baseball purgatory, buddy.
Yeah.
Rhett Lauder is slated. He threw aggressively. He threw a bullpen session, and then he's throwing BP on the 27th. And if all is good, then he could pitch next weekend.
I am so stoked because I was just thinking all the worst stuff after he went down because I was like, oh no, we got some more issues in his shoulder, his arm. We got to get some bone fragments flying around, right? Because I thought it was like he's going to go under the knife.
Well, the bones are his money, so
The bones are his money.
Yeah,
So that's huge news because my mind went to the worst stuff.
Yeah, it's another starter coming back, and then you can rotate him in and send Chase Petty back down.
Yes.
Yep, there you go. And keep Paddock around for stability. What is also, you didn't even mention this, I forgot to earlier, the Reds skipped Brady Singer's start.
They did.
I'm a fan of it.
I think so too. I think he was, again, in his own head with some things and maybe just needs to take an additional week off. Maybe he was just a bit overworked and was just grinding his gears a bit, but it paid off, to have Lodolo start.
Yes. And, dude, Hunter Green is coming back to Cincinnati. He's throwing his first bullpen session today. As we're talking, he's throwing it. He's rejoining the team on the 29th to continue his rehab, so which means he's going to throw another bullpen in front of DJ. And then after that, he starts his rehab assignment.
It's finally here. It's just right around the corner, but it's so good to hear that things are going better than expected for this.
And quicker. Like, dude, can you imagine Lodolo's back? Like, back to himself, especially after the start in New York. He's back to him. You have Chase Burns doing what he's doing, and you have Hunter Green strolling in, being Hunter Green. That's a three-headed monster that can propel you.
Dude, absolutely. If those three guys are healthy and clicking, that I don't think any organization wants to face this in a 5-game series.
Oh, hell no.
No, so that's huge to have that happening here. And like we said, the Reds' best baseball is yet to come.
Yes.
We got our ace coming back. Our number 2 is on the right track. Andrew Abbott is seemingly on the right track. Chase Burns has just been flying down the track.
Yeah.
And then Gino just came back. The pieces are coming back into place here, and I am just so thrilled.
I am too, dude. So sick. And Brandon Williamson's coming back to Cincy to throw.
That's good, man.
He's coming back to throw, and it seems like his fatigue is less fatigued. I mean, so what? April 30th, he went on to the 60-day, so which means he can't come back off of that till June 30th. But you know what you can do if he comes back and throws a good bullpen in Cincinnati? Then you start his rehab process. There's another arm. There's another lefty. And there's your depth again. And then he works back up the pecking order. You can even, you activate him on the 60-day. You don't need him right away. And you leave him in Louisville and say Paddock is pitching well enough and he's not hurt. You're starting to see the pieces come together and be like, okay, stay afloat for the rest of this month and just keep taking 2 out of 3 and you're just going to slowly get better. Yeah,
man. And also, too, to bring up some other teams, the Cubs just lost 7 in a row. So it's not like we're only 4.5 games out. This isn't like a devastating position for us to be in. Yeah, it sucks that we fell down from the mountain, being 9 games over went from first to worst pretty quickly. But all of that being said, we are starting to become a more whole team here. You're seeing all these bigger pieces now. Gino back up on the team. Hunter's going to be on the team here soon.
Yep.
So we can make this climb a lot better.
We're only 4 back.
4 back. Yes, that's right.
4 back. And we're a half game up on the dirty, dirty Pirates. And we're 1 game back of the last wild card spot.
Crazy.
Dude, look, just keep staying around here. It doesn't matter what the records say. What matters is you win 2 out of 3 and you're in the conversation. And with June coming up fast and hot and horny, you just stay around there, buddy. And so coming up, you've got 2 more at Citi Field. Today, Chase Burns is starting against, top prospect TBD.
Man.
Then you follow that on Wednesday, both of these night games. Wednesday, Abbott versus their other top prospect TBD. Then off day on Thursday. That's great.
Awesome.
And then they come back and they've got the Braves at home, and you've got Singer, Paddock, Lodolo. I'm scared about 2 of those starts because the Braves are hotter than a pistol.
Yeah, man, but who knows? We just played the Phillies and took 2 out of 3 from them. Hopefully Singer, having him just skip a start will really help with this start against the Braves, and maybe the Reds will provide some offense when Paddock, is going to be starting.
Fingers crossed. Dude, do you want to hear something wild?
Lay it on me.
Dude, okay. The Braves are 8.5 up on the Nationals in second place in the NL East. Take a wild guess at what their run differential is.
Oh, man, it's got to be big. I'm going to say they are plus 80.
Not bad. Plus 102.
Jeez, Pete.
They're really good.
I was trying to err on the side of too much.
No, they're very good. So they're swinging a hot stick, and you hope that our offense can keep up with it, and that you have a high scoring affair. But the Braves are good. So I feel good about that. And then you follow that up with the Royals coming into town after the Braves. So I'm feeling good. You've got some guys coming back. You need to just keep your bullpen consistent. And I know there's going to be bumps on the road, but just try to level them out as much as possible.
Yeah, smoothing out some of those bumps, getting some much-needed help offensively and pitching-wise. So, again, just keep on trucking. Things are looking okay, and they're going to be good. Just need to keep on winning series.
That's it. Let's round third and head for home. You got anything?
Yeah, I know I do, but I'll promote some stuff next podcast. Great. Everything was just focused on future science, and again, thanks to everyone that came on out to that. I'll post some dates coming up here. What about you, Bill?
Drink Cincy Light. I got to say for Jake since he's not here. So thank you to Sports Drink for hosting the audio of this podcast. They're a comedy club in New Orleans. Thank you. Thanks to Cincy Light for sponsoring. Drink Cincy Light. It rules. And we're going to be doing some more stuff with them. We're going to talk on Wednesday. So let's get it rolling. And then we have some exciting news next week. That's very, very fun. Thanks for having me in the Fart Dunge.
Absolutely, buddy.
And thanks for helping me bury Jake in the back.
Hey, anytime. Love doing it.
It's always good to work out with me, you know?
I know, burying Jake. That's one of my favorite things.
Just leaving that little straw up from try to breathe out of.
Oh, he loves it.
He loves it. It's great. And thank you for watching and or listening. And as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.
You're so close.